Good morning.
It's good to be here today. Thank you for having me. My name is Omar Kurbat. We need to do that. She was talking so much about rugs and carpets, and I have a big passion for that. The reason is my background is in carpet cleaning. So I usually say I'm an entrepreneur with the heart of a carpet cleaner.
Press that little right arrow if you want to go to the next slide.
This is right. Okay. So today I'm going to be talking about how we're changing the work order for the work ahead. So basically 32 years ago, I started a carpet cleaning business here.
You're doing it.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I started a carpet cleaning business probably one block away from here, San Jose. And we started doing carpet cleaning, and with all the hurricanes, that kind of became a restoration business. We had so many hurricanes in the 90s. If you guys were here, many of you witnessed those hurricanes in the 90s. So the service business in general is a very tough business to manage. And we thought technology is going to solve a lot of our problems, but to have a special check, I'll let you do this.
Oh, hang on. Here you go.
Oh, what's up? So basically, with service business, small or large, we are dealing with so many challenges just to line up work, to actually get to the work itself and get the job done. And we thought by time the technology is going to come and it's going to help us out, reduce the amount of the middle management or the customer management. It did help in so many other industries except for service. So basically, it did get rid of the yellow pages, that was one of our biggest expenses at the time. But it replaced it with so many other middlemen. And all those guys were interested in is to compete with us for job leads and turn around and sell them back to us, which is, it was frustrating watching this thing happen. And you'll find a lot of skilled workers now sitting on their computer, trying to do search engine optimization, trying to get leads. They're also, you'll find a lot of us just filtering through phone calls, trying to get the right ones to answer, which is, I think many of them now, they don't answer their phone anymore. So we have a growing problem, especially with where things are going with technology. So I don't want to go in details on how Home Advisor is making their money or any of this, but they're just making it difficult for us. So that's affecting the job results. Skilled workers nowadays, they're leaving the job site to go and line up work. They're just leaving unskilled workers doing the work, and they're going out trying to line up work so they're not losing of their schedule or not sit idle. So another problem here is with rise of technology, we are losing the helpers. We're losing the workers to Uber Eats and all that stuff. So they can go drive an Uber rather than to come and work in the service industry. So the solution here that we came up with in 2005, we tested a plugin on our website where we can schedule online. We can allow our customer to schedule online, and they can go and book and pay. And that actually solved a big problem for us. We start receiving those pre-booked work orders, and we start filling up Wednesdays and Tuesdays. And now all we have to do is just show up to the house and get the work done. The trade-off is we have to offer the service at a flat rate. So one of our famous special was a whole house for $200. We'll go in, we'll clean all the carpets in your house for $200. You know, just, we're not upselling, we're not busy talking to the customer, we're not busy having to do all the traditional stuff. All we have to do is look up into our schedule in the morning and just go to the job and get the job done. So we're focused only on that. And that actually made us more money because we were saving 40% over our idle time, and we just stayed busy all the time. So that was actually a big solution. So 2015, nobody did anything about this. Most of Silicon Valley busy on generating job leads, and you've seen like TikToks and all that stuff is growing in the wrong direction. So it's becoming bigger and bigger. And now if you call a plumber to replace your water heater, he's going to tell you $2,000, $2,500, where the actual water heater is $500 and it takes 2 hours to replace it. And the reason they're doing this because service is becoming more and more intangible. Nobody understands the results. Nobody understands the pricing. It's all over the place. And by the time that plumber shows up to your house, he has already spent 40% of his overhead just to get to you. So he, you know, it's growing in the wrong direction, and something has to be done about this. So Boots and Ladders is a flat rate direct marketplace that allow sellers to go and list their service at a flat rate, just like we did in our website. So basically, this is what the app looks like. This app was designed by Leila, my daughter. She's a UX designer, and that encouraged us to go ahead and implement this. Now, there's so many features here. So if we have enough listings, you'll be able to view the nearby plumbers around your house. So they don't have to travel far. This guy is half a mile away. This guy is 1.5. So his overhead, we already saved him with his overhead. And basically, that's one of the many features that this app is going to allow home service to do. Besides, they don't have to worry about advertising or marketing or any of that stuff. The trade-off is they'll have to come up with a flat rate way of charging for things. So if someone's changing your garbage disposal, or someone who wants to offer to replace your ceiling fan, they'll have to do this at a flat rate. And I think it's possible. We were able to do it with carpet cleaning. I was able to do it with heating and air conditioning repairs. We're able to do it with many other services. Now, this might not work for stuff like water damage restoration or constructing a house, but we can go around this for builders, saying for $500, I'll come and plan your construction. You know, so just kind of there's a way they can do this. So the first step in this workflow is for skilled workers to go and list their service. So skilled workers are able to do this, and we're charging them one-time flat fee of $80. So we help them out list their service, because most of the skilled workers have no idea how to do this, or they have no interest of doing anything very much. They just want to do the work. The second step is for homeowners. They can browse and scroll up or down and look up different things that's nearby. They can also search, but they might run into something that they don't need, that they decide that they will buy and do. But they can, from the app itself, they can view due diligence documents on this provider. They can look up their background check. They can look up their W-9 form or their insurance or references, certifications, whatever the skilled worker have to offer, they can have it there in bulk. And we can show them also how much this service providers, what level they're at, and then they can pick the time and they can book the service. What the platform is going to do, for an exchange of 10% premium, what we're doing is we're monitoring all of this, and we are holding the money in escrow until the buyer accept delivery of the work. So they are prepaying, but the money is not gonna go into the seller's account until the buyer says, yep, he actually came, you've done this job, I accept delivery. And that's when the money goes into the seller's account. So very much, we're gonna solve many things with this. Of course, we're gonna attract the young people that's currently in middle school and in high school now to the service industry, because we're not getting any more. We might run out of plumbers in 6 years. And if we get more and more of these people coming into our industry by offering small jobs, replacing a ceiling fan. Zaid replaced our garbage disposal when he was 17 years old. It took him an hour. And he probably can offer this service on the app and do 3 or 4 a week. That would probably make him $400 or $500 at the age of 18 or 19. That's good income. That's better than driving an Uber. So we're probably hoping to bring in more and more young workers into the space. Also, it will help them become specialized. You don't need to be doing so many things, just get specialized in garbage disposals and replacing those garbage, so you become the best guy out there to do that. Next time you're gonna show up to the job, you're gonna bring in your white cloth, you're gonna wear your white booties, you know exactly what to do. You're gonna be in and out in less than an hour. It would be actually perfect for the service industry to get specialized. That's another key thing. And everybody would be focused on the results of the job. It's no more focusing on marketing, advertising. All of this will go away if this concept works. We might be ahead of our time, but if we start slowly in Wilmington, with probably very little percentage and just grow it, and like we did with the carpet cleaning business that we started 32 years ago, I would say 10 years from now, this thing would take off and flat rate services would be the way to go. So the previous work order had marketing. We don't need that anymore. They don't need to run around and make estimates. They don't have to line up work and schedule or answer phone calls. And they don't have to do invoicing. There's no need for account receivables. There is no need for any of that. The only thing they need to focus on is job results. So all right, that's it. This one.
Curious about a resolution center, like if a client doesn't want to pay, how do you resolve